Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to Change the Live, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. We got awesome show playing tonight. And it really hit me the other day just what to talk about because, Lab, I tell you, I try. Everybody knows me. I try to be very organized. I ain't get a chance to even get my show notes to Lab.
That's a rare thing.
Yeah, so been ripping around and getting everything settled
thing.
from after tax season. But we got a great show tonight. Tonight we're going to be talking about dating someone that does not have an emotional attachment to your child. Dating someone that does not have an emotional attachment to your child. And right now we're streaming live on again, it's Change Live, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. Streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Everybody's following me on TikTok. Here's the deal. I'm on my TikTok Mr. Short Dollar page because my TikTok Change the Live doesn't have enough followers on that. On Mr. Short Dollar, we talk about personal finance, business, entrepreneurship, and investing. On Change the Lives, we talk more about motivational, personal development, family, parenting, things like that. So, if you are looking at me right now on TikTok at Mr. Short Dollar, make sure you go to my other TikTok page, Changing Lives, and everything will pop up. But everybody else, welcome. We're going to have a great show tonight. Okay. Before we get started, I want to say what's up to my awesome producer, DJ Lab.
What's going on, brother? The Thursday.
Hey, man, fantastic Thursday.
That's
Thursday. Welcome to the month of June.
That's right.
Give another big shout out to Mother Producer Slick 316. She's producing remotely. Appreciate you.
That's right.
And, awesome show, man. At the beginning of each show, what I do is rehash the previous week. So we have ended tax season. Had a great tax season, guys. Want to thank all you guys for doing that. The couple things, we are still in the pandemic. Like I told everyone, make sure you're always being safe, wash your hands, practice social distancing, all that good stuff. Make sure we're on Change Your Lives. I think we had 3,200 subscribers, something like that. We
32.
really want to get on top of it. My goal is to be dropping at least 20 videos on both YouTube pages. That's 40 videos this month. It's going to be challenging, but I don't have taxes to do. So we're going to be doing a lot of great information coming down the pipe, guys. So, again, we got 3,200 subscribers on Change the Live. Want to get that number up. We haven't even made 14.5 at Mr. Short Dollar, so we can keep hitting it for 15,000. We were going like this. Then we start leveling.
Well, what did we say for the end of the year? What was the goal for that?
Well, the beginning of the year was 10,000.
Oh, okay. Well,
we had 14.5 right now.
After that one. What's
yeah,
the next?
The next one's 20,000.
Okay.
We're gonna hit 20. We're gonna hit 20 and everything. Okay. So I'm super excited about that. But right now, whatever channel you follow us on, Change the Lives of Mr. Short Dollar, please continue to support you, and I promise you I got a lot of great information coming down the pipe. Okay, two big things I want to give out. Tomorrow, yesterday, my son, PJ, Deonte Burden, or Deonte Burden Jr., he just graduated from AIT. He'll be back home tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, so PJ arrived. PJ's been gone 6 months. He left at the beginning of January.
Been 6 months already?
Yeah, been 6 months already. He'll be back home. Then he starts his scholarship at Georgia Military in August. So my
dog,
get a little break. Yeah, get a little break, but my dog will be home.
Okay.
And give a big shout out to my oldest son, Torian. He got hired at Llewellyn High School, gonna be a geography teacher.
Okay.
Whoa. Geography teacher, and he's gonna be the defensive back coach for the football team.
Okay.
So big shout out to you. Both of my boys doing good and everything. So I was super excited about that.
What about the champion?
The champ. Oh my God! I'm sorry.
You can't forget about the champion. Hold on now.
My third son, Christopher Burden, he got first place in the shot put at the Atlanta, Georgia Relays this past Saturday.
That's right.
And then at the week before that was I forgot that meet. He got the MVP, got 4 gold medals. So he got one this week. Yeah. Shout out to my baby boy William Burden, man. He's doing an excellent job helping me manage everybody's business. I know his ass. What about me? I got you, baby boy. But yeah, man, who got it better than me, man? I got some great kids, man. They doing well, man. I appreciate them. And life been going great for me, man. That's why I got a lot of great expectations for changing lives. So that's why I want to talk about tonight's show, because again, you have so many people that go into dating or their relationships, they got children, and you know, you hear it all the time. What's that whole adage? You date me, you gotta date my kids.
Right. We're a package deal.
We're a package deal.
Right.
You know, a lot of people say F that deal. Deal who? You know what I'm saying? No. Damn that package. Send that back to the store. So there's been a new reevaluation.
Right.
Care how damn fine y'all, you know. So those kind of things have changed. Yeah. How many damn combos? So those dynamics have changed. So we'll have an open discussion tonight to talk about that. You know, what's right, if it's wrong, pros and cons, different things like that. So I'm super excited to talk about it. Again, this is Change Your Life, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden, where we talk about motivation, professional development, personal development, parenting, dating, marriage, kids, all that great info, all that great stuff. So if you right now we're streaming live on, again, YouTube, which is the main platform. We got over 200 videos. Change Your Lives was my first YouTube channel, so I have a huge library on Change Your Lives also. So the main platform to go to is the YouTube channel, Change Your Lives, hosted by me, Deonte Burden. It's a blue man logo on there, so if you see that, that's the logo for the YouTube channel. Also on Facebook, also on Instagram at Deonte_77, and also Change Your Lives on TikTok. So you got plenty of ways to follow us, a lot of great information, and again, welcome to tonight's show. Again, we're talking about dating someone that does not have an emotional attachment to your child. And, you know, we're starting everything up. I'll tell you something fun with me thinking. I had a partner of mine, me and him just sitting there rapping. You know, talking about parenting and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, this step-pop raised him, right? And he was just talking about, you know, how everybody, they feel like shit didn't go right for them in life. And they were like, yeah, man, you know, boy was cool, but, you know, he was there. Right. You know, but he really wasn't there. You know, like, you know, he's just like, what you know.
Well, what that mean?
When taking care of bills, you know, he paid the bills, but you know, he didn't really give me advice. And, and he didn't really teach me how to, you know, dribble or catch a ball or nothing like that. And stuff. And so we just sitting there talking, you know. I said, well, you know, he might not like y'all ass. Might just like your mama. Shit, I'm here. Right. And whatever. It like that hadn't even ran across his mind that this man might not like his ass. He might just really like his mama and took care of the house.
Right, because
y'all part of it.
Right.
You know, but again, to that point, even with the like of the mama, shit, he still hung around. Right. But he was so stuck on like, no, man, you know, just, hell no, he might just didn't like y'all.
Plain and simple.
Yeah, you know.
Right.
Your mama might just kept him to the point like, okay, I like old girl enough. Right. Didn't have, you know, and didn't have no kids with the mom. Okay. Well, I'm talking about
didn't want kids.
20, 30, exactly. Just want your mama. Yeah. But his thing was, it was just wrong with that. I get it. You got your little miniature scar with it. But I want to have that kind of discussion because people have different levels. And again, you can't make a person have an interest in certain things. You know how sometimes you even had that whole comment come up where a package deal, if the damn package was presented to the damn real mama or daddy, why the hell the new guy got to get the package? Shit. Who the hell? Help me out. Okay. So I'm trying to sit there. Who the hell? If the right person didn't want the package, who?
Why the new person got to get it?
Yeah, why the hell the new person got to get it? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, something wrong with the damn package. Obviously, right?
Maybe it's too much in the package. Shit. Maybe the package is too much, and maybe he only has room for one package, and there's 4, 5, 6 packages in there. You know, maybe that's the problem.
Or maybe you don't like the damn package.
That's
shit.
You don't like the wrap.
You know, and that's the thing about it, because at the end of the day, right, we know everybody husband material, everybody wife material, and with that said, everybody damn sure ain't mom and daddy material. Right. And I think sometimes people have expectations that shouldn't even be there. Again, now I do want to get this precursor with tonight's show. On Change Live, any one of my shows, I don't necessarily, we have the open discussions. I don't really try to just get people to look at it from my way. I try to have discussions from everybody in regards to, stay how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
We go over there, we respect each other's opinions.
Right.
Because I don't necessarily know if it's a right or wrong way, as long as we're not breaking laws, but, or breaking anything that's, doing anything that's morally wrong.
Right.
But at the end of the day, how you feel is how you feel.
Okay.
And I ain't trying to change nobody. I can give you my opinions, but the night show was just more so just relaying, doing the same thing I'm doing, give my opinion.
Okay.
And how I feel on stuff. So I just want to let that out. So, guys, no matter what platform you're on, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, feel free to leave your comments, okay? Feel free to leave your comments or questions about the night to help with the discussion, okay? But again, like, I was sitting there thinking, we just had that, he was giving me his whole opinion on it. And I was just like, why do you personally feel that he should have did more? He said, well, because he was with my mama. I said, okay. What the hell is the point of it is? Men a lot of times do things for either one of them too. They like the kids or they like the mom. It's kind of, you hear a guy sometimes say, I dated a chick, well, I'm a man, I'm supposed to do this, that, and that.
Right.
That sound good.
Well, he did enough to keep the mama happy.
Yeah.
He did his part. She ain't kick him to the curb.
Oh, mama knew she couldn't do all that by herself.
Right.
So, mama just ain't no food.
She put y'all when he come home.
He's putting stuff in, y'all putting stuff out.
Right.
The equation ain't working. Just shut the hell up and just, don't knock on our door when you come home. Don't try to barge in. Because he be busy.
But that expense versus income.
Yeah. Revenue minus expenses.
Revenue minus expenses.
Hey, and because you don't want to mess around, want to wake up, you got old Ving Raines cooking eggs. Sup, baby? Sup, baby boy? Want some eggs?
Butt naked.
Sup, Jody? Want some eggs? Beating your mama up.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Before
we get into all the package deal and all that, when do you think is the proper time for that other person to even meet the children? I mean, everybody has their own time frame, but you got to have a feeling of, okay, it's okay for her or him to meet my children now. Because usually most people don't let them meet the children up front. Some do and some, I'll say 50-50. But when do you think it's a good time, or in your opinion is a good time, to even meet the children? Because we're talking about, being around the children or dating someone and you don't have an emotional attachment to the children. When should they even meet them children? They might not get an emotional attachment because it might be something that turn you off. You're like, I ain't gonna let this girl meet. I ain't gonna let this one meet my children. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a fair question. Me being recently divorced, my barometer was like a year.
Oh, okay.
But that was my barometer.
Okay.
And that was like for the little boys.
Okay.
The grown boys, I ain't give a damn.
All right.
But the little boys, a year, and that was just more so for me to even know where they headed.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of get them a person, feel. And I'm just speaking hypotheticals. See where their heads are, and anything like that. See if I even want to be bothered, this, that, and that.
Right.
Just, because you don't want to be. I want to keep throwing, to your point, throwing stuff out in front of my kids and it's just whatever. Now, grown ones.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Get it out.
You know daddy. I know you. We got the same bloodline, so.
Right.
It is what it is.
But
the babies, yeah. Just not say about a year. That's my personal thing.
Okay.
God knows I'm not damn Dr. Phil. So, I want to sit here and just do that, but that's just more so kind of like, I feel like everybody got certain things out their system or whatever, this, that, and that. I think everybody can probably give a certain gauge to their children. Mm-hmm. You hope. But hypothetically that, I be sitting there looking at it's a two-way street.
Right.
The kids might not like them, and that person might not like your kids.
Right.
Like, they might not be opposed to kids, but they gonna deal with your kids. And your kids might be used to a new mama or daddy. Right. They just don't like that guy. And for maybe the stupidest reason, ain't gotta be nothing with structure or this, that, and that. It might just be they just don't damn like them.
Okay.
And so you rolling the dice.
So at that point, when you find out your children may not like the person, do you okay, so we ain't got to the emotional attachment part yet. Mm-hmm. But at that point, you have to compromise. Do you let the person go because your children don't like them? Or do you continue to do what's necessary because you like that person?
probably go by what the reason.
Okay.
The children don't like him.
Uh-huh.
He made me clean.
Oh, okay.
She told us we probably need to take a bath.
Okay.
Or this, that, and that. Or, you know what I'm saying, she ain't pretty like my mama.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it just depends on that. Okay. I say this, and I just learned this from having 2 grown children. Your kids are when you make long-term decisions based on your children, you also have to take into consideration your children are going to grow. Mm-hmm. And that was probably one of the things I even learned just even with my marriage. Sometimes you be so engulfed with make sure the kids okay, you kind of forget about each other. Mm-hmm. And shit, they done came and kids go their whole little route. Uh-huh. And y'all done kind of put stuff to the side with each other. Right. Where you probably shouldn't have, you know. Okay. And that's one of the things, like I said, case by case. Okay. Because again, you sit there and, you know, you have your kids that, you know, if it's not in your mind legitimate reason, mm-hmm. you might not say, no, let's just give some time, this, that, and that. See what happens. Yeah. Because kids can, like I said, the reason can be just so off the damn wall. It can be legitimate. Right. But it can be so damn off the damn wall, you know, you just don't, you know what I mean?
Because your children can scare that other person away too now.
In a damn New York second. Because again, like I said, Lab, it's 2 ways. Right. Your kids gotta want to be around them, or they gotta be around your kids. Okay. And it may be like a happy medium. And the other side of it is, everybody got different levels. You know, you might bring somebody in that want to be, hey, I'm the new stepmom. Right, hey, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do family movie night, popcorn and steak. We ain't with this bullshit. We cool, right? But we don't want that. Movie night, you know what I'm saying? You get a stepdaddy in. You like, hey man, let's go play catch. Man, see him watching TV, boy. Right. Hell wrong with you?
That was I was that child.
Yeah, I caught your mama. Man. You ain't catching that else.
I was that child. I know. Let's go play. Let's go to the zoo. I've already seen them animals. Yeah. This is a no fun guy, Mom. Let's shut the hell up. He cool. Right. And so those are kind of things like you know, it's give and take. And I do, but what I will say is you got to be realistic. Depending on whatever side of the equation you come from, if you the person dealing with somebody, or if you the person that they're dealing with somebody with kids, or you the one getting the kids presented to you, you gotta sit there and be realistic about how this stuff can go. You know what I'm saying? We got a comment on Facebook.
Okay.
Thorough Key Jones.
Okay.
He said that he dated someone with 3 children. The older one was cool. The middle one was so-so. And the youngest one, the youngest one had to grow on him. And that was pretty much what he said. So he had a mixture, you know, like the oldest one was cool. He was cool with the oldest one. The middle one, not so much. The youngest one at the beginning, was an issue. Well, but it grew on him.
That's my dog Kiara. So I'm gonna tell you the problem with that. The math was off. Because 1 + 1 = 2. 1 + 1 don't equal 5. What's up with that, Kiara? 1 + 1 don't equal 5, dog. You put too many in there.
Too many in the package.
That's too many to add in there. Woo!
I know, right?
Boy, the first and the middle and all that, man. Shit. Damn that.
He got a big pack.
I was just joking. That's my dog, man. I appreciate you, Nick. Yeah. That's the kind of thing about it. And just to that point, who are you interested in doing? If you're cool with, like, man, you know, that one cool, so whatever, and then one just told, you gotta ask yourself that. I can say this about myself. Hell, 44 now, I ain't trying to be, you know, Mr. Rogers. I have a 10-year-old. Right. I have a 16-year-old. Right. I'm not trying to be. No, I'm not. No, I ain't.
You ain't.
I ain't. I got 4 sons that I done put 150% in. Got two out, 2 in there, and that's it. Right. So I ain't trying to do that. I know what I'm coming to the table with. Right. I got, you know, my boys living with me. If you don't like kids,
don't come around.
You come around, but we know what it gonna be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can be wrestling buddies. WWE.
WWE.
Yeah, but we can't, you know what I'm saying? That's just how it is.
Right.
And it's crazy that sound, me saying I have this, but I don't want that. You know, folks are like, what's wrong with that? You can't say that. Yes, the hell I can. Yeah, I can. You know, and do that limit, take away? Absolutely. Yeah. But those are the kind of things I can see and say. But, you know, I'm being honest with myself. And I do think the problem that people have is what? They don't be honest up front. Just let folks know, no, I don't really want no kids. Right. Or I ain't cool with kids. That could be they lying. They could be want to be deceitful. They might just need somewhere to stay.
But like your buddy said, he said that's facts. But it's very rare that he took that step. It's very rare to meet a woman that has no children.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree, and that's a good point, Kiara. That's why I just said, if somebody now again, me and Kiara same age. The children we should probably run across should be out the house or heading out.
What's 1 foot out?
Now Kiara, if we got no damn business going to damn pre-K or daycare now. Now again, that's the thing. That's a good point. But we shouldn't be going no damn daycare or whatever. But to that point, that's what I was just kind of alluding to. I know I can be narrowing the pool for myself. Saying, look, I got 2 at the house with me. I don't want to bring no more. I ain't trying to make no blended family. Okay. I ain't trying to do that. Hell no. Because I barely got there and hold them 2 now. Okay. Them 2, you know what I'm saying? Right. I don't want to do that. You know, again, will my views change a year from now? Anything possible. Right. But hell, no.
Right now?
Hell no. You don't know William. So I'm sitting here like, no. But those are the kind of things where people, I don't think really take a good bit of time to kind of assess themselves to sit here and do it. Because it sounds great. Right. And when we start talking about dealing with somebody that doesn't have an emotional attachment, we kind of look at I got a couple of factors what I kind of looked at, you know, they can kind of shy people away. And the first one being that, you know, when I say shy people away, and that's on both sides of the equation, the whole points of that authoritative figure coming in. Okay. This new authoritative figure. Okay. People have different ways they look at it, right? Right. And, you know, you have some people say, well, look, we kicking it, we want to be serious, and I want you to help me with my kids, but I don't want you disciplining them. Oh, okay. I don't really want you saying that you can help with the bills, and we can hang out and have sex and be married, and you can take care of the stuff with them, take with that, but you can't tell them anything. That's what me and they father for, me and they mother for. And some folks can be okay with it. Right. I know who ain't. But those are the kind of things I think people don't really want to say. It's like, okay, well, you want me to be able to commit all my money, but be able to say have none of my voice. Right. None of my, yeah, and those kind of things, and you know, people straight up with that. No, I don't want you saying that to my kids. I want you whooping my kids. I go back to the question you asked me earlier, how soon it is. I don't figure you need to bring nobody in your kid's life that you want to be open to them to be able to discipline. Okay. My opinion. Okay. My opinion. Okay. You know, you got you a daughter at home. You need to make sure that it's a thorough old guy before you bring him around your daughter. Right. Son too. Yeah. You know, they ain't got. If you don't feel like they steady. I met plenty of female friends complaining about their old man, and be like, okay, he ain't doing this, he ain't doing that. He won't pull his pants up. He won't do this, that, and that. And you said your child seeing it. Well, why the hell you brought around your child? Right. You know, so those are kind of things like, you know, you sit there and say that, hey, guy be like, okay, man, old girl, she want to fuss all the time, to do this, that, and that. Why the hell you bring around your child? True. So now you sitting there, you kind of conflicted, because now you got an interest in this person, but you got a disinterest in some of their behavior, and it's funny. Okay. It's funny. And I'm going to just say this, you know, I'm going to go old school. A male might be cool, but you know damn man going to be cool with taking care of all y'all. He can't say a damn thing.
Yeah, not at all.
And you might get you a male, you know, that'd be good for hanging and taking Facebook pictures and sex. Right. But a man ain't finna be damn busting his ass and he can't say nothing to nobody.
Mm-hmm.
No, he ain't finna do that.
Paying bills and they talking back.
He ain't finna do that. And to be honest with you, I don't know too many women gonna be able to do it.
That's true.
You know, sit here. They gotta sit here and they gotta always go through you and do that stuff. Now, if they sitting in there, probably getting taken care of, like the kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the woman making the income and the guy sitting there, he getting him and the kids all day long. They mastering, Mortal Kombat, and everybody having a good time.
Then then it's kind of a trade-off.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's a trade-off. You know what I'm saying? What we call them homeless sexuals.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Homeless sexual.
they
homeless.
They sleeping for housing.
Right.
For housing and food. They doing all that.
Okay.
And those kind of people, like, okay, they may not necessarily have an interest, but it's gonna be kind of very difficult to do that. And I think that a lot of times disconnects get caused when you don't have that in place.
Okay.
The person that can't really have a voice or whatever, this
Mhm.
thing. So they be like, well, F it, man. That's how. And some people function like that forever. Some people cause a rift. And it just depends.
Right.
I don't necessarily know what's right or wrong. I just got how I feel about the situation. But that is one of those problems that because that person can't have any kind of authority or be able to have no kind of rule making power. Now there are issues that come from that, right?
Okay.
Second thing, before I go to the second thing, guys, again, cut the thing off. This is Change the Live, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. Tonight's show, we're talking about dating someone that does not have an emotional attachment to your children. Okay, we stream it live on, on Change the Live. We talk about personal development, professional development, parenting, dating, relationships, all that great stuff. Stream it live now on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Guys, remember the YouTube channel is the main platform, so please when you get a chance, go to Change the Live, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. But regardless of what platform you're on, please make sure you continue to follow us. The second thing I want to talk about, we're talking about things that can cause those issues in regards to folks not having that attachment, emotional attachment. You got a question?
Yeah. Your friend, he says that he didn't agree with the way that she disciplined her children, the person he was dating, because they was raised different, and some of the stuff that she was cool with, he wasn't. So he kind of stayed out to discipline stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you do that, if it don't bother you, it don't bother you.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say sometimes I don't never get into everybody. If you go down a row of people,
Mm-hmm.
everybody was a row of good people. Just say great people.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was raised differently in their house.
Right.
As far as morals and values, some people were, pro-family. Some people just care about isolation, whatever. But they still good people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a right way. If the end game the product is still the product.
Right.
Because those are things like you can sit here and say, well, I don't really like how you doing this. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna like how you doing this, and I'm gonna say something. It really depends on what you can tolerate.
Right.
You know, and that does not make it wrong. What makes it wrong is when you personally feel like you compromising yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you don't feel like you compromising yourself, you're all right.
Right.
That ain't for me to tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
As a friend, sometimes I say, man, dog, but you happy.
You good with
You
it.
happy. Who the hell am I?
Right.
My dog happy, cool. As a friend, my obligation is to say something.
Mm-hmm.
After that, you cool, let
I'm
it be.
good with it.
You like it, I love it.
Right.
So that's one of the things with that, we're doing. But that's tricky.
Okay.
That's tricky because, like I said, that go from person to person, and you just have to understand. Like I said, unless you feel compromised, I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
Far too often people feel compromised, but they don't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think a lot of conflicts come up. Now, going to the second part, here's the thing where a lot of folks get to feeling funky, and that's when we start talking about the cost.
Okay.
See, here's the deal. We start talking about that package thing. We ain't got to talk about a monetary thing.
Mm-hmm.
The time you spend with another person is something you can't get back.
It's cost.
We talk about that. Time is a whole currency in itself, just like money.
Hard to get, easy to lose.
There you go. And can't never get the damn thing back.
Right.
And when you commit or even deal with somebody that you may kind of like or be cool with, you want to hope that you're doing something that's kind of like going in the right direction. You don't want to feel like I'm wasting my damn time dealing with her crazy kids, you know, and everything. Or this joker here, I'm dating this guy. He's a single dad. His son William hates me, but I like it over there.
Right.
Shout out to Will. And people just sit and look at that. That you want a person to be vested with their time, vested with their money, and making those kind of commitments. And now you sitting there like, I don't really want to deal with the kid. I'm just paying my rent. I'm just staying there. When we start talking about people, they just want to have an emotional attachment to your child. Your child can be yearning for that. I've heard plenty of times. Not more so with men. Well, you can be saying, because I really don't know. Let me preface it. I don't know a lot of single fathers that have daughters. One of my buddies that have daughters, they married. I don't really know a lot of single fathers that have daughters.
Okay.
I know a lot of women that have kids, and they be like, okay, I want a male figure around to teach them this, that, and that. But the flip side of it is, a male and a man, two whole different things. Just like a female and a woman, two whole different things. You got this man over getting all this badass advice or bad ways, it's compromising the integrity of this young man growing up. Do you really want that? For the sake of having a male in there. You got this woman giving all these kind of bad habits. You like, nah, I ain't want my daughter twerking in damn Walmart.
Putting on them long
nails.
Yeah.
Lab, we're trying to stay in the lane. Lab, we're trying to stay in the lane.
Okay.
Certain behaviors and things you just kind of be like, okay, this is how I want it to be. Now, again, I do say you don't want to necessarily have, a woman that your daughter be just like that woman, or have that man that, or what you feel like the man you like dating. I want to, you like tall, dark and all this kind of stuff.
Right,
you want that the kind of man, again, your child can be our child. That guy likes sports, your kid likes science.
Right.
That lady likes education, your kid is all into the arts.
Right. They're not gonna have nothing in common.
They can find things in common, but you don't want that to be the sole thing that they deviate into all the time.
Right.
To push that on your kid.
Right.
If your kid ain't got an interest in it.
Right.
And so that's the kind of thing I think people really want to take consideration too. We start talking about you date somebody who have an emotional attachment, like, I'm finna have this person have some kind of cost associated with it. Like, so we're talking about cash or their time. How much is each side willing to give? Right. Because a lot of times you talk about, fellas, we done sit here and dated. Well, look, I know I got to get, going out with old girl. I got a little boy combo.
Right.
And everything. If you don't see that too progressive on it, they ain't going to pay no more than 2 or 3 combos at most.
And then that's going to be that. Yeah.
And that's shit, man. One. But those kind of things, I don't think people really take in consideration in regards to that, man. I remember, man, this back, I don't know if I was 18, 19 years old. I had met this little chick. Man, she was fine, thick red bone.
Right.
She's like, I got a little boy. And like I said, I'm all like one of so. S-O. You know what I'm saying? You so damn fine. I don't give a damn if you got a, little old lady in the shoe.
Right.
I had about 18, 19 years old. I think I had just went in the Army. And I went over there. And I never forget, it was the ugliest little boy I've ever seen in my life.
Dang.
He was an ugly little boy. Had them rotten teeth with the metals.
Right.
And I just remember, like, I'm sitting over there, rubbing them. Rubbing them. Trying to give a pooch in.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that joke came with them. Leave my mama alone. Leave. Right. Man, this ain't mature man poochie.
Right.
Damn, man, little boy, gone. Leave my mama alone. That old deep raspy voice.
Right.
Yeah, definitely from his daddy. The mama one, But, so, I went in my little pocket.
Right.
Gave him a 5.
Okay.
All right, man, go on.
Really?
Go on, give him 5. Get the hell on, man. I got your mama here. And he still looked at my money, balled it up, threw it at me. Leave my mama alone. I knew then, lab.
Right.
As thick as them thighs was, pretty, and she had some kind of tattoo, folks just getting tattoos
Right.
in the 90s. Oh man, I don't know what the hell it was, but it looked delicious. But
it looks like you can.
oh man, I had some plans.
Right.
But not with that little. No,
Right.
hell no.
Right.
No. Me, no. Once he was around, dog, that was it. Like I said, and that's just kind of things you sitting there looking at. She was like, well, going back to the cost thing. She like, yeah, because I sat there, we just talked the next day or so. Yeah, you want to go to the movie? We got to take such and such. Well, here's a little name. Hell no. Look, man. I'm thinking about getting married or something like that.
Right.
It was nice meeting you and your little boy. I'm gonna get married. Just something. Just make something up. I wasn't finna deal with that. Ain't nowhere in the hell I'd have spent. He already threw a 5 at me.
Right.
So I already know he ain't got no damn sense. So he already off. You know what I'm saying? What the hell I was gonna take him to,
Well, I had the same issue. I
Uh-huh.
dated a girl when I was out of high school. She had a baby too. Red ball. I mean, it was red. She had a little baby, but her baby was a baby.
A baby.
Yeah,
okay.
like you lay the baby down. We talking about Pampers.
I got you. You in a rocket.
I'm buying Pampers and everything. I'm going. I'm a great stepdad. I'm a great stepdad. I ain't never had children before in my life, but starting today, this is my child. But I ain't had that problem with and I liked the little baby. Baby was cute. Now the baby was cute.
It was a baby too.
It was a baby
Yeah,
baby.
he ain't had no rotten braces and stuff in his mouth.
She was a little baby. Like I started talking to her right after when we was in school, she was pregnant. And she was fine, still pregnant. I said, well, when she dropped that load, I got to see what it do.
Damn, like chicken hawk.
Then she dropped me, and I was heartbroken.
But heartbroken. You ain't the first, you ain't the last.
Right.
What's up, little bit? My sister tuning in. Hey, thanks everybody tuning in tonight's show. We're talking about dating someone that doesn't have an emotional attachment to your children. This Change Live hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. Stream live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. That was funny right there, man. Damn. Now we were just talking about, issues that may arise in regards to somebody dealing with somebody, with a child that having, they'll have an emotional attachment.
Mr. Willie gave him 20. That's why he threw that 5
Mr.
back.
Willie gave him 20.
That's why he gave that 5 back
That
to him.
was-
Mr. Willie gave him 20.
I had to give his mama 50. Hey, mama had to give 50. Come on now. Mr. Willie, you can't compete with Mr. Willie. Mr. Willie got that VA check and everything coming in. So, this can't compete with Mr. Willie. Damn, kid.
And his house paid off.
Damn. I'm going to try to stretch that $50. Look. This 50 got a purpose.
If I give you 5, I only got 45.
Yeah. Gotta make your mama move for this now.
All right.
Oh, Lord.
We going wrestling. We going to wrestling today.
Oh, no, I can't keep Mr. Willie. And we just talk about, two of those things that can be barriers, and that being first being the rules or the authority, second one being the cost. Mm-hmm. This is the last one, the third one. I think this probably the most important is just the feelings of the emotional attachment. A lot of time, man, when you deal with people, this male or female, when you're dealing with somebody with children, you got to sit here and look at, we're talking about again, dating somebody that don't have an emotional attachment. A lot of times, you sit there and have these barriers set up because you don't want to get burnt. What's going on now? You have these barriers set up because, you don't want to get burned emotionally, your money, your time, all this kind of stuff. And then you start putting kids in the mix. That's another thing put on your heartstring. Exactly. Yeah. So you got to kind of protect yourself. Like I said, go for a man or a woman. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times people, until they really probably know they want to be bothered, they don't want to let that little dough down.
Right. That's what I was about to ask you. Do you think most people keep the wall up because they don't want to get emotionally attached to the child because they don't know where the relationship going? And then the relationship in, they all attached to this child, you know what I'm saying? Then it hurts even more.
Especially if you don't got burned with it before.
Right.
If you don't got burned with that and everything, you don't did certain things, start thinking a certain way, start making certain kind of sacrifices. a lot of that stuff is, kind of hard because, again, you and the person cannot work out.
Mm-hmm.
But you still like the kid, and the kid still like you.
Right.
So you sitting there like, damn.
Right.
And I think that happened a lot more with women.
Mm-hmm.
Dating men with kids and stuff like that. Men with kids, we be cool, but it's just we will come around. We go. I think a lot of times men go as far as they can go.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a daddy around, we'll find some way. Okay, where we go with that. If you ain't, kind of feel it out. And if you start going next level, marriage and all that kind of stuff, that's the thing. We talking just dating, y'all liking each other and stuff. Those kind of things. That emotional piece, I think, is probably the toughest because, again, people really don't necessarily, want to let their guards down, and you don't necessarily know because, again, you sitting there saying all these different things, dealing with that person, making sacrifices over your heart, open up your checkbook, open up your time, and letting that guard down, and out kapoof, it's gone.
Right.
So something you did, something they did,
right.
Something nobody damn did. Just had to go in a different direction. Or, just like I said again, kid may go stay with a parent. I mean, all kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And, people don't necessarily feel like that's worth it. So those kind of things, I think, that whole emotional speed, I think that's stronger because even when we talk about losing time and not being able to get it back, but, you can get your money back and stuff. Mm-hmm. But the effect long term that stuff can have on you,
right?
Especially happen to your ass more than once.
Yeah.
Those kind of things with that, and like we talked about earlier in regards to when is a good time. I said like a year before you start opening doors up, letting your kids meet folks and everything like that. A lot of folks don't give a damn. They don't even think like that.
True.
They don't even think like that. And then the other side of it is, we're talking about if you're the person with the kid, or you're not, or both of y'all go to it or not. A lot of times people don't necessarily think about probably the effect that they have on the children. Mm-hmm. In regards to like, okay, damn, mama got a new one.
Right.
Here go another one. Daddy bring another woman on, this, that, and that, and I like her, don't like her, this, mm-hmm. that. Hell, that can, do some of the kids. Now, again, I'm not Dr. Phil and everything. My mama, you know what, man, and I look back at myself, my mom didn't really have a lot of guys, and I probably just been an ass most of the time. I had a younger sister.
Okay.
So I wasn't really too cool with dudes coming around.
Okay.
And immediately after I graduated and went in the Army, my mom got married a year later.
Okay.
Immediately.
Because you was the barrier.
Cop blocker number one. Poster boy. Poster boy.
Well, I was behind you doing like this.
Yeah. You know what you doing. Mama, all day long.
Right.
Hey.
Knock on the door.
What the hell you want? I hear the dude zipper going loose. Hey, mama, y'all okay?
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah.
I heard you.
Yeah.
No. Hey, no, not here today, buddy.
Yeah.
And I was just really like that, man. So I can really understand how a lot of times people don't necessarily want to be, going into that, But again, that whole side of it is what the kids may go through. That's another piece. I would advise people from my perspective. And again, hell, I'm newly divorced, and hell, I'm sitting here saying shit like, I don't went through because I ain't went through enough stuff. But you had to probably make get solid advice. But I will say that. Regardless, you want to always be honest with yourself.
Right.
If you don't want to deal with no damn kids, just
don't deal with them.
Just say it.
Right.
Just say it. Don't put yourself in a situation. And if you know you got children, and you know that other person has been honest with you, mm-hmm. they don't want to be bothered. Be cool with that. Don't resent your kids. Mm-hmm. Don't resent your kids. Don't get upset with that person.
Right.
Don't get upset with them. And just be able to move accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
But I think because people don't necessarily be honest and upfront on either side, that's where the issues come up.
Okay.
Okay. I heard a female say, "I just need some help with the kids."
Really?
That's why I brought old boy. I need some help. And just you want me to keep it real? Okay, keep it real. But you want to watch stuff just with the cluster,
right.
And it just blew up, and things didn't go left, go right. Things like that happen.
The guy, your friend on Facebook said for a while he didn't want to come around while the kids was home. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to come around. He didn't want to be around there in the beginning while the kids was home. So it kind of grew on him, I guess, after a while.
That's fair. That's why I say, even with myself, I can say, I have all these tough ass demands that I want this, that, and that. A year from now, hey, screw it. What the grandkids say? That was a joke. But I'm just saying, like, you really don't know. And I think I'm flexible enough to always say, okay, I'm open-minded. Things change. We evolve in life. So things that we want to do, things that's a priority, that stuff changes over time. So,
right.
You know, I know that can happen. But again, I do think people need to focus on really trying to be honest and upfront with each other. To best make sure that they can, you know, they have to go through any kind of BS later on, you know, where people don't you know, have any kind of, you know, issues or hard feelings. Because again, when you start dealing with children, again, we're talking tonight show, we're talking about dating someone that doesn't have an emotional attachment to your children. You have to be very cognizant of all parties involved. The other person, your kids, hell, you. And when you're not thinking about that or the ramifications that can come along with that, it come back and bite you in the butt.
Right.
It come back and bite you in the butt. You know, so that's one of the things I won't really, have that discussion. I feel like a lot of people don't want to talk about that. They'll talk. They'll even with tonight's show, we got 5,000 Facebook followers. We got 3,000 on the YouTube. We probably got, let's say, at least maybe in and out 500 people to 1,000 in and out the show.
Right.
I know a lot more people have things to say, but the issue is a private issue.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And people don't really want to look at it, and you get conflicted, and it causes a lot of stress and turmoil because people have gotten in situations with a person that they care about that person. They probably probably more cases dependent on that damn person.
That's the main part.
And they can't really feel like they can get out of it. But you don't put yourselves and your children in a bad spot. And again, we're talking about men and women. And you just gotta be real sometimes. You gotta be real sometimes because I say all the time, when that ship start damn sinking, that water ain't gonna come out. It's eventually gonna go down.
It's just gonna keep filling up.
Yeah.
No matter how many buckets you get.
And you have to be realistic. What kind of captain you gonna be on the boat?
Right.
You gonna go down with the ship, or you gonna jump overboard?
Right.
You know, I'm walking the damn plank.
Do you think some people will put up with children or put up with dating people with children even though they don't want it because that limits their size of the pool that they can pick from? Like that limits their limits their choices as far as dating goes. You know, they were like, okay, if I don't pick it, like your friend said, it's very rare that you meet women without children. So if you choose not to date women with children, how big is the pool gonna be?
Well, I know people think that way.
Okay.
I don't damn care. You know, I'm just saying, like, that don't mean nothing. Let me get this disclaimer. I ain't saying nothing, but I wouldn't date a woman with kids.
Right.
I don't necessarily know if I make you my girlfriend. Right now.
Well, let me ask you a question. What if she had kids, but they were gone out the house and
that's what I just said to Kiaris.
Okay.
I said, hell, in our age, we shouldn't be dealing with no damn kid. They should be grown. Maybe the grandbaby's coming over.
Right.
He ain't got no baby. We ain't got no baby going to kindergarten.
Okay.
Well, no. That young girl got them all strung out. Got them strung all out.
Right.
Can't remember them making a stallions. Got to let them go now. Now again,
that's all we want is to make a stallion.
There's levels to this, ain't it? So again,
levels making stallions come with problems.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about just somebody young. You know, I'm just so with that point, to your point about does it decrease the pool? You know, just like some women don't like short men. Some women just want a man that's buff, skinny, whatever. However they preference is preference.
Preference is preference.
But you still gotta be realistic. I can sit here and say, well, look, I don't want this, I don't want that, but I ain't finna be lonely.
You gonna need to wrestle.
Let me tell you something, boy. I'm in Bamberg, Germany, 1996. 5,000 soldiers. 5,000 male soldiers.
Male soldiers.
25 black female soldiers.
25.
Had never messed with a white girl
For your life.
for in my life. And I go over there with this Malcolm X mentality.
In Germany at that.
In Germany. I ain't messing with this. I ain't messing with that.
Right.
Took me about a month and a half. So right on, so right hand. Cause even that 25, oh boy, they look like the fellas. You know, about 15 of them look like the fellas. You know,
So you really had 10.
Yeah, and 2 or 3 of them, you know, they went in the bathroom standing up. So you know,
They was too sturdy.
Hey. Wasn't thinking about poaching.
Right.
So I say all that to say, hey, look, man, when in Rome, do what the Romans do. About a year in, boy, I was old schnitzel and
Well, you was speaking German.
Hey, sprechen Sie Deutsch? Let all that go.
Right.
I couldn't get enough of them.
Right.
Go to Switzerland, get your 7-foot blonde.
I like climbing mountains.
Hey, man. But I went over there with all that militant.
Right.
Because again, you know, coming from Atlanta, you talking about Atlanta in the 90s, all black.
Civil rights, yeah.
20 high schools, all them all black. You just around black folks. Really having interaction with white folks except maybe some games or maybe a few teachers.
Right.
So, you know, I already culture shock when I got to the Army. But then go over there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, again, you got brothers over there from all over the country. So Atlanta's totally difficult. You know, people move here, they get shot. Like, man, you got all these black folks here.
Right.
And positions of authority and everything. Most of the country not like that.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
So when you get it's kind of like a culture shock, right? All these beautiful black people running around. So I'm over there in Germany, man, like, where the sisters at?
Right.
You know, and I just, man,
Not many
I
sisters.
ain't finna go without.
Not many sisters in Germany.
I ain't finna go without, man.
Right,
So I had to let it go. Had to let it go. Had to go, and I loved it.
So you need a tag team partner.
Woo! I was one of my buddies, man, that was from Germany. They'll tell you, man, I was shaking my head. No, man. About a month. Hey, boy, you still holding on? I'm over there sweating. And this before Pornhub.
Right.
So we all. I'm just.
way before, so
I'm on there struggling.
Struggling.
No. So those are the kind of things, man. And I say they just say I ain't no fool to say and be set in my ways and want to adjust.
Right.
But we learn the Army, adapt and overcome.
That's it.
You know, I had a great show tonight, man. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Again, we talked about dating people that don't have an emotional attachment with your children. And again, we went over some great topics in regards to what can cause those barriers and stuff like that. And, you know, you just being honest with yourself. If you want to date somebody that you want to have, some folks don't want that, you know. But just looking at the certain things we talk about, you know, the authority aspect, the cost aspect, the emotion aspect, those kind of things can be factors in why a person don't necessarily want to let that barrier down to do it. Or it might just don't give a damn.
Right.
Both sides, man, woman, whoever, where you at, the person with the kid, the person without the kids, however, you got to be realistic and honest about what they want and don't want and let people know that. You know, again, like I said, you got this whole tribe of people. Like I said, we call them homeless sexuals. I got to do what I got to do. I need somewhere to stay. You know? We did the show. What was the show we did, man? I thought it was a good show. Damn, it was about a month or two ago, about was it the women? Could a man put the woman about, you know, living in a woman's house? About a couple show.
About her rules and stuff, living by a woman's rules.
Yeah, living with her. Can you be the man of the house living with her? In her house?
She pays all the bills.
Yeah. And we didn't have no guys chiming in.
Nobody said anything.
No, the women, if he's paying, all the women had opinions.
Right.
If he's doing this, he's doing that. I'm like, fellas, stand up, man.
They was scared.
Yeah,
they
stand
be
up.
Homeless.
They can't kick you out the house on the computer. Shit. You know, but and I'm just bringing up to say that you have so many people that have opinions.
Right.
But for whatever reason, privacy, embarrassed, scared, however, whatever you want to call it, ain't got to be nothing negative. They just don't want to talk about it. So
right.
I do, but again, I would challenge people to challenge be as honest as you can, up front.
With yourself first, though, right?
Yeah, with yourself.
With yourself, you gotta sit back and say, man, do I even want to deal with anybody with children, or do I really want to deal with this, or do I? Because you gotta, at some point, you gotta have choices too. You gotta have, you gotta what you say. You gotta types too. You gotta have your types too. You come selling maybe a month in and you lonely and your right hand and the left hand hurt. But after that, you start thinking about things. You start thinking about things you can deal with, and things you can't deal with.
And see, even to that point, Lab, what I'm pushing is not that you're not dealing with nobody with no kids. You just what level you gonna go to that person.
Right. I get what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
why I meant evaluation.
Yeah, because I don't mean like don't deal with nobody with no kids.
Right.
I mean that asinine. I ain't saying that, but I'm saying that don't be trying to have a relationship with somebody with kids. You don't want to deal with kids.
Right.
And y'all gonna kick it, hang out, do this, that, and that. That's great. Mm-hmm. But if you want to talk about next level, you don't need to play with yourself or play with that person, and definitely don't play with them damn kids.
Right.
In regards to something you didn't damn want from the get go. So. And I think a lot of times people don't want necessarily, for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. Like I said, it would be fear, lying, other ulterior motives. Don't want to be straight up about that. But I just want to challenge everybody to try to be honest and upfront about things together. Mm-hmm. Again, tonight show we talked about dating someone that have an emotional attachment with your kids. I am Deonte Burden. This is Change Live, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. We've been streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Please follow us on all the platforms. Preferably, please go to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, we'll be back here next week with my other YouTube channel, Mr. Short Dollar, where we talk about personal finance, business, entrepreneurship, and real estate investing. Thank you, everybody, for all the love and support. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I want you guys to stay safe out there. Keep tuning in, reaching out and everything. And I'll see you guys next week.